Hello, and welcome to today's video. The topic of today's video was suggested by Keith over on the Discord channel, so if you want to get in on that, I'll leave the link down below. As you've seen in the title, we're going to be taking a look at why Twi'leks were often the targets of slavery, other than the fact that they were considered a highly attractive species. 4 our purposes, we'll start at about 10,000 BBY, when Ryloth is discovered by the Galactic Republic. It was around this time that the galaxy took an interest in the great wealth of Ryll spice, of which Ryloth had a surplus. The several Twi'leks clans in charge at the time increased production of the spice and intended to begin exporting the product, and unfortunately, they really had no idea who they were dealing with. Inexperienced and unprepared, they were soon taken advantage of by the Hutt Cartels, enslaving the populace and forcing them to work in their own mines or straight up just selling them on the open market. This period of exploitation lasted until around the year 3643 BBY, when the Twi'lek clans regained control of their planet. However, despite and in part due to the continued prosperity of the Ryll spice mines, Twi'leks kind of continued to be the target of mercenaries and pirates, and this is where the paradox occurs. Just as their masters had done in the previous couple thousand years, the Twi'leks turned to selling their own people, particularly females, in order to deter such threats. During the time that the Hutt Cartels had authority over Ryloth, they prospered by selling female Twi'leks. But why? Why was everyone so obsessed with female Twi'leks? Sure, they had natural beauty and grace, and not to mention the Leku, but what truly made them so desirable? And the answer lies in the relationship between the consumer and the producer. And before you get upset, no, I'm not going to be talking about economics, but I will state that when the Twi'leks were oppressed by the Hutts is when this stereotype was cemented into their culture. It almost became a way to survive. They knew their beauty was sought after by others, and so poised themselves in a way that it could be taken advantage of. It's kind of like a feedback loop, and this loop of selling members of their clans became a way to survive for over millennia until the outbreak Clone Wars. Unfortunately, owning a female Twi'lek continued to be a symbol of status for the wealthy and powerful. So, in a way, the Twi'leks helped create and maintain the stereotype originally inserted by the Hutts into the cultural hearth of the galaxy. Fortunately, we do see this cycle broken by a couple of female Twi'leks, two of which struggled in their fight against the Empire. Hera Syndulla, also known as Spectre II, Captain of the Ghost, and later General in the New Republic military, as well as Numa, a member of a rebel cell named the Free Ryloth movement. These two kind of emphasized that you can defy the norm, defy expectations, if you will. They are a good example that Twi'leks are more than just slaves. They can be beautiful, but also powerful. They can truly make a difference. Alright, you guys, remember to like, subscribe, and remember, this republic could not have asked for better soldiers, nor I better friends.